Oh, this is just not working. So keep trying and keep trying. No, 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 no. Hey everyone, how are you all doing today? This is ridiculous. How is everyone doing? I am driving to Baltimore, and I figured it was a holiday because the government is shut down and everything, and lo and behold, all this freaking traffic. This is unbelievable. But how are you all doing this afternoon? Y'all, my car is going to be in the shop for quite some time. So they called, I called an Uber to Sterling, Virginia, to the CarMax, and I had to put $100 down just as a security deposit. And the rental is that the insurance is paying is $49.99 a day. And they were like, well, would you like a big truck? And I was like, well, it's just depending on which big truck it is. And they was like, we have a expedition. So I was like, sure, give it to me. Y'all, I had to go home because, first of all, they gave me the truck with no gas in it. That was number one. So I got off on the exit that said there was a gas station, but when I got off on the exit, there was no gas station. So I was like, well, I would drop the Converses off at the designer's house along with the headbands, the sweatbands. So I'm going to do that while I'm in Baltimore. And also, if I have the time, I will go to, I hate when my seatbelt does this, I will go to Walmart and get some caps, because I know a lot of ladies like to wear caps when they're just, you know, out and about doing their thing, which is good. And that's about it. And pick my daughter and my godson up. Y'all, I tried to make a, hey everyone, I tried to make a I tried to make a video. I was vlogging as I was going on, but it kept saying that phone something. So I was like, you know what, let me just go live and chit chat with my little bosses, because I'm just in so much traffic, and this old stupid thing will not allow me to be great. It won't let my phone link to the car. That's number one. Number two is everything in here is manual. And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. So I went to the gas station. No, I went home. And while I was sitting at home, I was at the gas station. I'm right. I was at the gas station, and I was sitting there looking for the key so I could lock the door and go pay for the gas. I sat in here for 20 minutes, y'all. I got out the car. I was like, well, I know I didn't leave that key at home. I was searching everywhere. Hey, everyone. Y'all, after 20 minutes of searching for this key, guess where the key was? Y'all, the key was in the ignition. I said, OMG. I was like, I was still thinking that I was in my car. In my car, I don't have to use a key. I'm doing good, y'all. Let me explain something else that happened while I was at the gas station. After the 20 minutes of looking for the car, I got out the car and my finger was locked. It would not move. I just kept jiggling and jiggling, and I was like, girl, you ain't got time to have no panic attack out here or no anxiety attack. So I went to pay for the gas, and I still was like moving my hand and twerking it around so that this finger would move. So eventually it did become unlocked, and I was like, what in the world is going on? Why would my finger lock like that? And I was doing all this kind of stuff trying to get it to unlock. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, dear God up in heaven. Y'all, this is unreal. This traffic is unreal. And it just doesn't make any sense. It says 15 miles to Baltimore exit is going to take 33 minutes. The things that we do for the love of our children. The things we do. I'm like, oh my gosh. These cars better drive. You better stop playing Ring Around the Road. I'm tired of you getting from in front of me and going into another lane. So what are you all doing tonight? Is anybody going live tonight so I can watch when I get home? Because by the time I come home, there shouldn't be any more traffic. But I did see an accident on that side, and it was a car. It was flipped over. Oh, I had to say a prayer. Yes, I did. I had to say a prayer because I was like, oh my gosh. Dear Jesus. Y'all, these trees are beautiful. I mean, absolutely beautiful. You just see all different colors, and it is just so beautiful. Fall is just a beautiful, beautiful season. Oh my gosh, it could just make you want to go home and make some soup and sit down and just watch the leaves fall off the tree. It is just beautiful. Y'all, my daughter went to get her eyebrows done. She got her hair shaved on the side. Hey! And what happened when she got finished, she said, oh, let me go get my eyebrows done. Y'all, why the man shave off one whole side of her eyebrows? Oh, she was on the phone crying and crying and crying. And I told her to stop crying. I said, that's an easy fix. You can just fill it in with a pencil. So she didn't want to do that. So she's going somewhere so that she can get it tattooed on, like temporary 2-week tattoo on at Security Mall in Baltimore County. Y'all, having anxiety is of the devil. Do you hear me? It could just be one thing to just set you off and send you into anxiety. And I am really trying to not let this anxiety take over just from this finger locking up. Oh my gosh, it is terrible. So I'm not trying to focus on that because I don't think anything is wrong with me. It's just nerve-wracking. So if y'all see me keep doing this, it's just because I want to make sure that my fingers haven't locked up or anything. Now I am crossing the George Mason Bridge, And this bridge is the connection into Baltimore. Let me flip this camera so y'all can see it. Hey, pickers. Y'all see all this traffic? So I don't live that far from the Maryland line. It's just the traffic. Oh my gosh. And all of this traffic is going towards Rockville. Oh, Lord, have mercy. It is interesting, y'all. Interesting. And let me turn y'all this way, and you can see the sign that says, "Welcome to Maryland." Hey, the Maryland sign. So now we're back to, see, the traffic picks up some. It's like this almost every day. This is why I don't do drive come this way during this time, or even that way on the other side. If I have to be on the other side and going home, I have to make sure that if I'm leaving Baltimore, that I have to be gone by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, no later than 2. But I try to push for 1 so that I'm not in any traffic, because the traffic is horrific, as you can see. And it's really sad because it's a government holiday, so I don't understand why there's so much traffic. Where is everyone going? I guess they're going like me, either home or shopping or to Baltimore. Hey. And my daughter was like, she was going to Lexington Market, and I was like, girl, they're not open. And she was like, Mom, it's a lot of cars on the parking lot, and the thing is up. And I was like, oh, hey. I said, well, maybe they are open. So she went in there and got everything she wanted to get. And I guess by the time she finished getting her eyebrows done and go back home, I should be there. And then I was looking at this clock, and they didn't set the clock back, so I was like, oh my gosh, it's later than what I thought it was. I was like, how did I miss an hour? But y'all know, Dizzy May missed it. Oh, and let me tell y'all something else I missed. My car has sensors on the side, and it tells me when cars are coming, so I know not to get over. Nah, not this. But it's called being humble. Being humble, because I've been in the house all week. This is my first day out of the house because I ain't no transportation. And I'm just hoping to get this final done, because they're closed today. So I have to get up early in the morning so I can go and get it done and get it over with. Praying that I get a great grade and pass this hard class. Oh my God, I did not know that writing was so hard. Oh man, it's so hard. I feel like crying. That's just how hard it is. Oh my goodness. Then I thought to myself, you know what? There's a part 2. So I better get myself prepared for this part 2 of this class, which is English 112. I don't even know what to expect from it. I thought that you would just have to read a book and they give you questions and you would just write those questions into the essay. Not sit there and... Y'all, that paper on offshore drilling got on my nerves, my last nerve. And I have to keep adjusting this daggone mirror because can't see. He's not going to let me be great. So I'm just going to stay here in this lane because he won't let me be great. Y'all, this is I was waiting on this cup. Oh my gosh, so this is telling me that the Christmas season we're in the Christmas season. Y'all, I love me some hot tea. It is the best drink ever, in my opinion. I'm not a coffee drinker. Oh my goodness. And I don't have any ice at home. Oh, I was dying, y'all, because I'm just an ice fan. Oh my gosh, I didn't know what I was going to do. So what I was doing was putting the water bottles in the freezer so that they could get really, really cold, and make my little drinks in that and put it in the cup. That helps things to stay cold. Oh my God, I was just losing my mind. I didn't know what to do. Oh. But thank God that I thought, because I did not know. You know what? Lives would be really great if they let us play music. That would really be wonderful. But, you know, the copyright laws and everything. Who got time to sit there and count in their mind 30 seconds or like 28 seconds so that you know that it doesn't go over to the 30 seconds? Oh, y'all should see this. Hey, how are you? Y'all, my arms are so tired from that workout today, but it was okay. It was wonderful. I enjoyed the company while I was working out. My little bosses had came through to help cheer me on. It was just so, I love doing it live. Oh my gosh, you could just see the joy and the happiness all over my face. I just love it. Oh my gosh, I do. I love, 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 love it. And I just pray that you all continue on to encourage me, pray for me as I pray for you, because it's a long road to get to that 100 pounds. But you know what? It's okay, because Rome was not built in a night. Woo! And if it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, hey, good evening, Miss Pink. How are you? No, that's not Miss Pink. I can't see y'all. Hey, everyone. I'm just driving on down this road to Baltimore while I have y'all as company. Hey, Neon, Miss Neon. How are your classes coming along? Y'all, this is treacherous traffic. Hey, y'all, I'm back. To tell me that they did fix her eyebrow and she's happy now. I said good, so now go on and be great. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this finger. Oh, dead animal in the street. Poor Bambi. Lord, I hope there not be a lot of Rudolphs that get out of whack. Sorry for the in and out, you all, but I'm trying to do this live as I drive to Baltimore with you all to keep myself calm. And the traffic has gotten better. I can now drive like 70 miles an hour. So that's a good thing. Yes, that's a good thing. It's going to let me be great until I get to this next overpass where the other cars are coming in. those weight balls, and I'll just have to figure out how I can stand up and do it, because that thing is heavy. Or get the one that you can bounce. I think that's the one I probably should get right now. It's like 20 pounds. Oh my gosh, that's gonna really be something. See, this is the overpass right here. You can't see it, but a lot of cars come off of that overpass to get onto this one, because they're going towards now Richmond, and I'm going towards Baltimore to 95, and I can get off of this 495. And I'm pretty sure that 95 won't be as bad, but thank God I don't have to drive back. I can sit in the passenger seat and my daughter can drive back. And if my anxiety gets that bad, I can take a pill, my emergency pill. But I'm trying to be great and not have to do that. I'm going to try to, use mind over matter and continue to breathe, deep breathes and slowly, and not worry about, what's going on, because it is treacherous. It is the worst thing in the world. And I'm so done with it, because I was good for like 17 years. How could, this anxiety come back? Gosh, it's so sad. It's almost depressing, but you just gotta live life and keep going on and take your medication, and just don't know where it come from. And with me, my anxiety is like, if something, like, just for example, this finger here, locked up, it just sends you into a panic to thinking, oh, am I having a stroke? Am I getting ready to lose all power in my arms? That's just how I think. And I know it's crazy, but that is real crazy. So I'm trying not to think that, because I do know that I do have some nerve problems. So it just could be that from the spinal stenosis. It has something to deal with the neck, and this is something, I don't know. I just know it has something to do with the neck and the nerves that goes down my arms. So I am going to get the shot, but my daughter took off work today, and I don't have any friends that can go with me to get the procedure done, because they said I can't drive home by myself. So I have to find somebody, or I'll tell them I have to catch an Uber and at least drive myself there and go to the mall. And then I don't know, that's just crazy. Like I said, y'all, when you are a single mother and you don't have any family, it's just you, it's really hard, to try to balance things, because sometimes, like that situation with having to go get this thing, my daughter can't keep taking off from work because she just can't. And she took off today because she has a doctor's appointment, and then she says she has a doctor's appointment on the 1st, and then she has another one on the 18th. So I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't know. And I was like, and then Alexis, if she did have her driver's license, she couldn't do it because the person, they said, has to be over 18. So that's not going to work. I'm loving this lighting. So then I was thinking, maybe I'm dehydrated, because do y'all see these little imprints in my hands? My fingers. So I'm thinking that. So when I get to my daughter's house, I'm going to get a bottle of water and drink it and see if that changes things, because now we are back in traffic again, y'all. Y'all just holding on. Just hold on. We gonna get there. Yeah, we gonna get there. 1 mile at a time, okay? 1 mile at a time, because y'all, this traffic is horrible. Horrible. It is terrible. But we gonna get there. I went and got my eyes examined the other day, and he said that my eyes are still the same. He was like, but despite that, I got this cut over my, oh gosh, that looked like a fox. Oh my gracious. In spite the cut that's over my eye, he said I didn't have any damage to it. Drop your friend. He said my eyes were really, really good. No signs of cataracts or whatever stuff goes on with your eyes, and that's why you have to get them dilated so that they can see. Pickers, you're so funny. And my blood work was excellent, because my doctor, she didn't send me back any bad news, so I guess that's a good thing. So I know what I wanted to ask you all. When you all are sleeping, has anyone ever had headaches, like sleep headaches, while you're sleeping? What did you drop? I wish I could hold. I'm in Maryland, and in Maryland you can't hold your phone to drive. It's one of those hands-free states, so you have to have it on a mount. But right now I've just made it to Silver Springs, Maryland. This took a long time. I should have been here like 30 minutes ago. I've been driving so far for an hour. And an hour is a long time to be driving just to do a 45-minute ride. Because I can get to Baltimore in 45 minutes. And that's with no traffic. So I probably still have like another hour to go. But like I said, coming back, we shouldn't be in any traffic, because it'll be past rush hour. I'm just gonna have to take this down so I can flip it over and see what she's saying, because I can't see. It says I have 6 miles before I get to 95 Baltimore. So I knew this side wasn't going to really be that bad than what the 495 on the other side was. You are the everlasting, my hope is on you. See how it cleared up, and you can see how the day is getting ready to end and it's getting ready to transition into turning dark outside. Y'all, this new time, I say it every year, and you all probably say it too, how it changes from, they take that extra hour away and we have to be in darkness, and it just makes it feel like it's so late when it's not. I be like, it's almost time for bed. Y'all, this is passing Holy Cross Hospital. It's actually flowing really good. I'm really surprised. Now, the one thing I like about trucks that I'm fascinated with, especially this one that I am driving, is I'm sitting up so high, and that's what I like, because this chair has great support for my back. And oh my gosh, now it would be great if it had leather, because then it would have heating and or cool seats. But I just think this is just a old basic Expedition. And up here is this exit that's getting ready to come up. That exit is where the Food and Drug Administration is. And also that hospital, the NIH, I'm not sure what, I forgot what it's called. But that's that hospital like where the president goes. And when that girl had Ebola, she was at this hospital. And they took very, very, very good care of her. So that hospital, you know, must be really good. If that's where, you know, the officials go. We're almost at the Baltimore exit, my little bosses. Yes, finally. And it wouldn't be so bad if people knew how to drive and stop braking all the time. Stop being nosy and pay attention to the road. Yeah, good gracious. Oh, excuse me. Back on me again. I try to sit up so I can read some of these comments that y'all are saying, because I've been missing them because I couldn't see sitting back there. Oh my goodness. I should get my daughter to take this unit out of my head, but I'm gonna have to wait on that because the beauty school isn't open, and I go to the beauty school to get my hair shampooed and conditioned, and I bring my own products. Even though they swear their product is better, I like my products. I use the Shea Moisture products, the Indian coconut stuff. It really, really works wonders on my hair. Because I believe I've had this hair in for a month now, and it's time to take it out. You are the everlasting. Y'all, have y'all ever, it is so hard when you're so used to driving and listening to music, and it's like you're in a dead car because there's like nothing other than you talking. Oh my gosh, that is like another one of the hardest things to do when driving. Okay, we are almost there. I think it's just one more exit to go, and we will be on the Baltimore the 95 north going to Baltimore. Oh, the trees are just so pretty. They are so pretty. Y'all, I was just looking at this truck passing by. I just think those trucks are so cute. But I don't think I could ever get up in one because the little side thing is so high. It is very, very high. But I'm almost at 95, heading to Baltimore. I'm heading to Baltimore. Ooh, ooh. Oh, yeah, I'm telling y'all, when I was a little kid, I always sang because I didn't have anything else to do. Even when I be sitting in the house. And you know, I'm always singing the other song I wrote, In His Presence I bow before the Lord. In His presence I pray to the Lord. In His presence there's fullness of joy. Yes, there's fullness of joy in His presence. And I sing hallelujah, which is the highest praise. I sing hallelujah, which is the highest praise. In His presence, in His presence, in His presence, there is fullness of joy. In His presence, you can love Him forevermore. In His presence, you bow before the King. Yes, you bow before the King. In His presence. Oh my gosh, I can just sing that all day. That song can take you into praise and worship. Just knowing that you can just go before the presence of the Lord in any shape or form that you are in and just talk to Him and pray to Him and meditate on Him. God is just a good God. Yes, He is. In His presence. Oh, you know what? I could have been singing to y'all. But that's a song that I wrote. And that God, you know, placed in my heart. And oh my gosh, it's just been bringing me so much peace and happiness and calmness. And I know anxiety is nothing but the devil. The devil. But God is a healer. Yes, He is. He is a healer. And I thank God for healing people, healing mercies. His mercies are everlasting. Everlasting. All right, y'all. We're about to get there. Exit 27. North to Baltimore. I just love it. Love, love, love. And another song, this is not my song. I do not own it. The copyrights to it. But I love Amazing Grace shall always be my song of praise. For it was grace that brought my liberty. I do not know just why He came to love me so, but He looked beyond all my faults and saw my needs. Y'all, I love that song so much. Yes, I love it. He looked beyond all of my faults. All of them. He looked beyond all of your faults too. We have just made it. Yes, Lord. To cross the Maryland 95. So we're going to see what this looks like after we get off of this ramp. because this has been a long ride, a very, very, very long ride. And I rise to Calvary to view the cross where Jesus died for me. How marvelous His grace that saw my falling soul, but He looked beyond all my faults and saw my needs. Oh, I just love that song. I sing it all the time. It's I think it's like one of the first songs that I really learned as a child. And I sing it all the time because it is just a great song for me, because He looked beyond all my faults, all of them. And I have a lot. And I'm just so grateful. So grateful. But my little bosses, you never know who you're going to run across. While I was at the CarMax waiting for the Enterprise person to come, you know, the person came in and they announced, well, who was waiting for a ride to Enterprise, and of course it was me. And when we got in the car, we were just chit-chatting about cars and things like that. And somehow we got on, I don't know how we got on the subject of discipline. We were talking about child abuse and things like that, and he was telling me that he got his grandkids because the mom and dad wasn't in the right place to take care of the child. So we just got to talking, and he was like, he didn't want them to go into foster care. And I was like, you know what, you did a great thing, because foster care is not all that it's cracked up to be. I said, I was in the foster care system, and I just don't feel within myself that I got the proper love and care. And he was saying, oh, this wind is blowing. And he was saying how the little children, they were 7 and 3, and they were, he said they were so messed up. You know, hey, RC, he was saying that the kids were so messed up mentally and spiritually and emotionally, and they didn't know anything about love, and because they were so messed up in the head. And I was like, you know what, I know exactly where you are coming from. And I was like, you know, you just really, really have to talk to them every day and let them know that they are loved and you cherish them and you adore them, because that will help fix the problem, you know, that's going on psychologically that they were, you know, having problems with. But I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, you just never know who you're going to run across. I was like, wow. God places people, certain people in places on this earth for a reason. Wow. That is amazing. All I can say is God is so good. He is so good, so good, so good. Yes. Yes. You all don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Y'all are just riding on along. And we're riding, ooh, riding to Baltimore. Yes, we're riding to Baltimore. And you have to be really careful on this road, because Maryland State Police, they just be hiding in these little crevices and cracks, just waiting to give you a ticket. So I always try to be careful and try not to go too far over the speed limit when driving to Baltimore. And I don't know if these lights are on or not. I'll have to wait till I get close up on another car, because my car, they automatically come on, so I'm not quite sure about this one. But I'm gonna say, let me see if I can tell if they're on. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'll find out when I get close up to this car. I'm not sure. I don't know. Wow, I can't believe that I'm driving and it's getting ready to turn dark. Have you all ever drove in the dark and then it gets to light? Oh my gosh, when I worked the graveyard shift, it mentally would mess me up to sit there and see the sunrise after being in that place all night. So I would always go in the office and do some paperwork and do whatever it is I had to do for my shift to close it out, because I knew that the next person was coming in to take over the shift. And I was all right when I came back out, but I was like, all right, it's almost time to go home and get in the bed. But that was a hard shift. I don't know how people do it, but congrats to you. I salute you. And forgot this is Veterans Day, and I salute any of my bosses who are in the military, former military. I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for serving our country. Thank you so much for protecting us. And I know y'all probably don't get it very often, but I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, because it is a lot that you all are, putting, going away from your family, your loved ones, your children, just to protect our country. Thank you. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I could not let this vlog go past without thanking the veterans, because today is Veterans Day, and I hope you all take on every discount that you can get today, because you are so worthy of it, for going out not to just protect me and my family and my children, but also people around the world. I'm going to speak for them. Thank you. Go out and eat at every restaurant you can, because you deserve it. Even if you sit down and ask for a takeout box, at least you're going to have some food for the next couple of days. Thank you so much for honoring our country and serving our country. Thank you so much. Y'all, we are almost there. We are now in Howard County. We're getting ready to pass sooner or later the rest stop on both sides, the Maryland rest stop. It doesn't have any restaurants in there, I don't think, but it does have a bathroom. But y'all, I have a story about this rest stop. I hope I can keep talking and it doesn't get too dark in here, because I didn't bring my little light. Y'all, it was my 50th birthday, and I was having anxiety and panic attacks from the time I left my house to right here, so that was quite a distance. So I pulled over, because I was on my way to church. So I pulled over to this rest stop so that I could get myself together and calm down. And I just so happened to pull over, and Alexis was like, oh, I'm glad you pulled over, because I have to go to the bathroom. I was like, oh, okay, we'll go here to the bathroom. Y'all, when Alexis came out of that bathroom, she was like, what in the world is going on? The fire department was there. The ambulance was there. And I got so excited talking to the paramedic, the 911 operator. Oh my gosh, it says that I'm 15 minutes from the 695 exit, and that's going to take me about 15 minutes, but I'm 11 miles away. Okay, and I'm just about to pass the 32 exit that leads to Columbia. That's where I used to live for like 20 years. Oh my gosh. gosh, I just love that place, but it was time to go. But anyway, she was like, what in the world is going on? And I was like, Alexis, it's all right. I said, I was having a panic attack, and I thought I was having a heart attack. So I was telling the operator, I was like, oh, please, let them come. I said, now I think I'm having a stroke. Oh, my gosh, y'all. When that anxiety builds up, it is awful. So they came, and they took my blood pressure. And, of course, you know, my heart was racing really, really bad. But my blood pressure was fine. And I told them, they were like, well, we can take you to the hospital. He said, but there's really nothing they can do but give you medication. And by then you probably would have been out of the panic. And so they stayed with me while I calmed down some more and calmed down some more. And when they took my blood pressure again, I was normal, the normal heart rate. Ooh. And it was just so crazy how I worried myself into a frenzy of turning 50 years old that I had a panic attack. But I got myself together, and and I went on to church. But y'all, when I left church, I wanted to go straight home. Straight. So I could get into bed. And for me, when I have when panics and stuff like that happen, my comfort place is my bed. It's my bed. I don't know if any of you all have a comfort place when you have anxiety, but that's my comfort place. I was able to get in my bed and try to calm myself down. And I didn't have any medication then, so I just had to just let it go. But my little bosses, I'm going to have to end this ride to Baltimore because it's getting dark. And this traffic right here is a little bit more crazier than when I was on the other side of 495. And it's getting dark in here, so you're not going to be able to see me. But I thank you all for taking this journey with me. When I started this journey, it said that I had 203 miles worth of gas, and now I'm at 126 miles before I run out of gas. So I'm going to have to get more gas when I get to Baltimore because it's going to be a lot cheaper. But oh my gosh, and it's now 5:13. I told y'all that it's going to be about another hour before I get to my daughter's house. But I thank you so much for tuning in to Boss Lady Lexi's channel. And also, when this live is over, don't forget to type in the comments hashtag 1 pound at a time, hashtag 1 pound at a time. Yes, to enter the contest, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I thank you all, and I'm out of here for now. See you later.